The next one, if you love dividends like me, you'll love this one. Guys, seriously, stop buying Starbucks coffee and start buying Starbucks stocks. Let your money work for you. Do you want to invest in stock but you don't know where to start? I'll give you the 61 stocks and ETFs that you must know as a beginner. Why should you trust me on this list? There are 4 reasons. Hey guys, I'm Jade and welcome to $1,000,000 Challenge. And your time is important, so watch this video faster. As you already know, I recently decided to become a millionaire by making money online. So on this channel, I'll document everything that I do to make money online and share the results with you. And thank you so much for loving my last video about my dividend investing strategy. I'm glad my 4 years of experience in investing helped you guys. That market cap, the dividend growth history, price target, RSI, and MA cross, they helped me a lot, so I hope it helps you guys too. And I personally believe that I should make my money work for me to become a millionaire in 4 years. Because I'm sure it'll be much harder if I don't invest my money. So let's go through the 61 stocks and ETFs that you must know as a beginner.
Before we go into this video, this is not a financial advice. Investing is always better in the long term. ETF can be safer than investing in stocks. Always be careful with investing your money because the market is brutal.
So why should you trust me on this list? There are 4 reasons. I covered how and when to buy the best stocks in this previous video, so let's focus on ETF in this video. 1. Their market cap is so big that you don't have to worry about them suddenly shutting down anytime soon. If you are a beginner, I don't want you to look at any ETFs with a market cap below $5 billion. Because it can get too risky. So in this list, I removed all the small stocks and ETFs, so stick with me. 2. Can we trust the ETF issuers? There are 3 ETF issuers in the market that I usually go for: BlackRock's iShares, State Street's SPDR, and Vanguard. As you can see, these 3 firms dominate a large portion of total investment asset under management. They literally took over more than 80% of the ETF market. And their stocks are on the list too, because when more people buy and sell ETFs, the issuers make more money, right? And a lot of people are very interested in investing in stocks right now, so it may be a good idea to invest in one of the ETF issuers' company. That's my personal opinion, so if you want to buy their stocks, keep on watching. 3. Do they have a reasonable expense ratio? If the commission is too high, I don't want to buy their ETFs, and probably you don't want that either. So if the commissions were too high, I removed them from the list. So the highest commission rate in this list is 0.4%, and most of them are less than 0.2%. 4. Is this ETF has a long history? Did they survive some financial crisis? And are they strong enough to go through another future crisis? Because sometimes the issuers shut down the ETFs. Even JP Morgan shut down their ETFs, so let's not risk our money with some newborn baby ETFs with a small market cap that nobody trades. I'm not saying that JP Morgan is an unreliable issuer, but it's safer to go for a big issuers in the market. Most of the ETFs on my list are over 10 to 20 years old. Now we got rid of the high-risk ETFs from the list. 61 stocks and ETFs. First one is QQQ. QQQ follows the performance of the Nasdaq DAX 100 index. This one is issued by Invesco, not from one of the top 3 issuers, but still it's an ETF that represents Nasdaq, so I wanted to share with you guys, and you can find this portfolio information at ETF.com. As you can see, over 60% of portfolio is tech-related stocks such as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google. If you're looking for a tech ETF, QQQ can be a good choice. And the market was like 30% down because of the pandemic, and Nasdaq recovered so fast. Now they're again at the all-time high price. That's a strong demand right there, like so popular in the market. Because tech is obviously a big deal these days. So if you're interested in tech, QQQ can be the good one. And another tech-related ETF is XLK. XLK tracks the performance of technology-related sector stocks. Issuer is the State Street's SPDR, and for their top 10 portfolios, they have Microsoft, Apple, Visa, Intel, MasterCard, Nvidia, Cisco, Adobe, etc. All the tech-related stocks. And ETF.com didn't have this graphic information, so I got this portfolio information from Fidelity.com. The next one, if you love dividends like me, you'll love this one. SDY tracks an index of dividend-paying company from the S&P 1500 Composite Index that have increased their dividends for at least 20 consecutive years. If you remember from the last video, dividend growth is the best way to know if the company's financial situation is stable or not. So they have ExxonMobil, Franklin Resources, Chevron, AT&T, Polaris, etc. But due to pandemic, this portfolio might change in the future. So it would be a great idea to check out their portfolio before you invest in this ETF. And another great dividend ETF is... Hi there, are you still watching? If you're still watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell and hit that like button. And please let me know in the comment below which one is your favorite ETF in this video. VIG is a Vanguard Dividend Appreciation ETF. It tracks a market cap weighted index of US companies that have increased their annual dividends for 10 or more consecutive years. As you can see, they have Microsoft, Walmart, P&G, Visa, Johnson & Johnson, etc. This would be one of my best dividend ETFs out there in the market. Next ETF I want to talk about is VNQ. It's a real estate ETF issued by Vanguard. And if you want to own some real estate properties but don't have any money like me, then this can be the perfect ETF for you. It tracks a market cap weighted index of companies involved in the ownership and operation of real estate in the United States. So in its portfolio, they have American Tower, Crown Castle, Prologis, Equinix, Digital Realty Trust, etc. All the real estate stocks. Maybe I can own this amount of property in the US. And now we have XLV. Due to pandemic, we all realized the importance of health even more than ever. So XLV, the Healthcare Select Sector SPDR fund, tracks healthcare stocks from within the S&P 500 index, weighted by market cap. So they have Johnson & Johnson, United Health Group, Merck & Co., Pfizer, and other healthcare stocks. Now you get the idea of ETFs, right? As I already mentioned, buying the ETFs can be safer than buying a specific stocks. It depends, but a lot of experts say that. And now it's time to talk about stocks. Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook. I just want to buy them all, right? And my goal is to buy all of them by the end of 2024. For the stocks, I have 36 of them on my list. I would love to go over every single stocks with you, but that will make my video way too long. I have this list, 61 stocks and ETFs for the beginners that you must know in this Excel sheet. The link is in the description below, so you don't have to worry about missing any of them. And as I promised, there's the ETF issuer stocks too, BlackRock, iShares, and State Street's SPDR, but Vanguards don't have stocks yet in the market, so only 2 of them are there. So there you go, 61 stocks and ETFs for the beginners. I spent a lot of time making that list. So I hope it helped you guys. And if you haven't watched my previous video, I highly recommend to watch them before you invest. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your valuable time. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.